All right. I think it's working now. Let me just make sure on my YouTube. Aha. I see it. Oh, I'm getting echo from someone. Oh, I think Jordan left their mic. Are you back? I'm just getting some. No, no, it wasn't at all. I didn't hear. I'm not hearing anything. Like, yeah, I'm not hearing anything. I think it's good. All right. Well, it looks like my OBS is working. I'm gonna put this a link in the general chat, and then I'm going to put it in my forum thread quickly. Yeah, so I picked up the emerald last night because I wanted to make sure I didn't miss it. Okay, you're echoing again. I wanted to make sure that I didn't not have it today. I haven't cut it yet. I'm going to do that first thing before we roll as a nice little like, I don't know, way to show that we're finishing it. Okay. Okay, the post is up on the forums. So I guess I'm just gonna get into it. The first thing I'll do is actually cut the emerald. So I'll switch over to RuneScape. This part I don't really think I need to stream in Discord because it's not really important to see on Discord, but it'll be on the stream here. Uh, yep, here I am as always in Lumbridge. This was the only task I had to do for this chunk. It was just get 27 crafting and cut this emerald from the gem trader in Al-Kharid. It only took it was like a 17.5 hour grind if we're going at around 560 to 580 XP per hour shearing sheep and then spinning their wool at the spinning wheel. If I sound like I'm not all there, that's because that's entirely the case. I am quite well, I'm still recovering quite a bit from surgery about a week and a few days ago. So my voice is not there. I'm coughing, but whatever. We're recording this for posterity, so I'm going to cut it. Boom. All I needed to do. not hard. This was a pretty easy, very easy grind, especially considering what's coming up next, which I'm actually going to switch over and explain now. And I'll stream this on Discord too for the people in the call because when I click the button, they'll probably want to see right away. Okay, so we have 7 potential chunks that we could roll here. 3 of them are pretty long grinds. 2 of them are banks. 2 of them have quests, and 1 of them does almost nothing. I'll just go number 1 to 7 and talk a little bit about what's going on here. Yeah, maybe I should log out of RuneScape while I'm doing this. Oh no, that messed it up, didn't it? Yeah, stream looks fine, I guess. All right, so chunk 1 would give me access to the entire south swamp. It would give me those rocks, those mining rocks below Lumbridge, which would give me like, I think there's only copper and tin there. I can't remember. But if that's the case, I just have to like smelt 1 bar. I have to progress the Restless Ghost by talking to the guy in the cabin and doing that quest. But it basically adds next to nothing. I would have to check if it makes the Wizard's Tower rollable, because I think there might be a tile to the west of here that I would technically be able to walk into, which would then make this a rollable chunk, but I would have to like measure that out if I get that. 2 is the Draenor Village and the Draenor Bank. This is by far the longest, I think. I think it's much longer than 5 because it is getting to 79 magic to cast Entangle off of 2 Dark Wizard spawns and the runes they drop, which would take a very, very long time. I think it would be at least 5 times longer than my first chunk. So, yeah, don't want to get that. 3 is just like Sheepshire. Don't think there's much of an issue there. And you can hear the stream fine, can you guys? Like through the through YouTube? Oh, okay. That's good. Yeah, 3 would just be Sheepshire and literally nothing else. I don't think there's any drops that matter in here. I would check. It says there's eggs and shears, which are 2 items I already have, and the monsters are just like, this isn't entirely accurate because it's based on OSRS, but a lot of things are the same, but there's not really anything new in there. 4 would also be a Dark Wizard grind to 79 magic, but it would be a much more doable one because there's just so many more of them, yeah. So I'd just be killing them in a circle. I would have, I would think, like no downtime basically of just killing them. And yeah, getting runes and runes. It would be really nice if I could have the rune shop instead, but that's behind it. So, and theoretically, I could like get these 4 chunks in a row and get this rune shop, and then magic would not be nearly as much of an issue. But very unlikely. I guess technically I could also go like around 4 somehow, but yeah. 5. Now 5 would be this would be miserable. it's nearly as miserable as 79 Magic because if I got this before I got 7, I would A, not have a bank. I would be going to 70 smithing to make a adamant bar. I would be walking through the toll gate back and forth to the furnace over and over again. Um, no anvil, just furnace. Yes, just yeah. Yep, walking through here. Yeah. 6. No, it was something like I didn't do the exact calculations. No, it was it was a bit less than like 60,000 bars. Yeah, it would take. Well, I would probably do like a mix of silver and then like iron is really fast, but like waiting for silver rocks to come back would probably lead to me getting some like iron or maybe even gold. I'd have to see. I would have to like it would be a lot of like I haven't really done the exact calculations because I haven't really like put the thought process into what is the optimal method because I really don't want to get that chunk, but usually you get what you don't want. 6 doesn't add anything. It's just the dual arena, but I think it would make this bank up here rollable, I guess. Uh, so I guess that's something. Alcarid would yeah. 7 would be I need this before 5. Like I want this before 5, but it's basically need. Yeah. So I can just walk back and forth between here and then furnace and then bank would be far less miserable than just throwing all my silver on the ground and being sad. Um, it would also give me a better crafting method because there's a tannery, a far better crafting method. Um, and there's probably a lot of other cool stuff. Like what all item spawns are there? Let's see. It would give me better armor. It would give me like it would give me a decent amount of stuff. I don't know exactly what's in all the shops, but I need water. Give me a sec. Yeah, that's just the main thing to be honest. Ideally, I want 7 for. Well, that doesn't really do much, 'cause like, what am I could go like, I guess I could go like mine, but no, I would mine and then I would go and smelt here and then I would like walk all the way over to here. Like that just, that just seems like, why? What am I doing with my life? Yeah, at that point you're still just dropping them. Basically, I want 7 before 5, and I want 4 before 2. Those are the two main things. Or I could just get really lucky and I could just roll 3 and then all the way to the Port Sarim rune shop. I would happily accept that too. I'd even be happy getting 5 after as like punishment for that, but all right. Are we ready? Have I are we clenched? Deep breath. Okay. 3, 2, 1. Yes. Okay, I'm so happy about that. I am. Well, that's why I said look at the Discord one because I think the stream's behind. I won't spoil it for you. You can see it in a second here. No, I said the stream's behind. Oh, now the stream's caught up. Yep. I'm. Yep. Locked to 79 magic. Oh, for sure. It is still a. It's still like a 200 hour, maybe even grind. Probably, maybe even more. I don't know. I probably longer, but it is so much drastically shorter than the bank. Or because like imagine this. If I'm in the bottom of Draenor Village, the whole time I'm thinking, wow, if I just got this place up here, I could be doing this whole grind with a fraction of the time. Like it's just like I'm going to get a magic grind soon. Like there was no way to avoid a magic grind. But this is the best of the evils. Of the evils that there are, this is the best I could get. Yeah. I mean, yeah. I've got like how hard are they gonna hit me really if I train up my defenses? Yeah, and magic defense is based on your like magic plus defense for some calculation. I also have protect from magic, but oh yeah, I can make it to I can make it into here, right? Wait, I can use this right away, right? The altar? Is that locked behind a quest? I genuinely don't remember. Well, I'm gonna go walk there right now and I'm gonna see. Yep. I still don't have a bank. This does make one ridiculous thing possible though. I'm looking back at my chunk map again, and so if I get 9, now I have an anvil. And and then if I got 4, what's the highest thing you can smith with adamant? Let me check. Uh yeah, I was gonna say it's gotta be higher than that. Yeah, 88, and here would be my route. Mine here, walk, and like go like all the way north up to here. Uh, Sounds a bit ridiculous. Yeah, I mean, if I can just have no downtime killing them, I'm just gonna like be killing them consistently and then go and use the runes. Like what's their magic defense? Because I don't know if like using spells on them is a good use of runes. I'm gonna bring up their stats here, and it sounds not good to me. Just at first thought. Let me switch over to streaming RuneScape. I'm gonna stream it on Discord too. Oh no, there's nothing. I can use them on men. No. Now first of all, I can get up here, right? I can go to the west over here. Go around. Or can't I? No, I can. Plenty of room. And then one of the first things I want to check is just the altar. Yeah, here's where I'm going to be spending my time. Oh, hello guys. They're not aggro to me because well, there's also Delrith just wandering around. But I don't know. Well, so a lot of spells I'm going to be casting aren't combat related. I haven't looked into it too closely, but the the natures are going to be either high elf, I mean the fires, and obviously the natures are either going to be high elk. Well, they're going to have to be high elk, yeah. Um, the water and earths are going to be going to curse. So I can cast curse on them. Because curse is the best way to use my water and earth, I believe. And then airs are just going to be going to whatever the best strike I have is, or I mean the best bolt, and then also blast, because I'll have some blasts. Those will be what the airs are going towards. But I haven't really looked into it too incredibly closely, because maybe that'll be slightly different. Maybe that'll be slightly different. Let me just make sure for sure I can walk around here. Like I want to make sure where my chunk border is ending. But yeah, I definitely can get around here. And I definitely, the whole church over here is in the chunk. But I don't know if I can use this altar. I feel like you have to do, oh. Yeah. So if I wanted to like protect from magic at lower level, like I don't know, I guess I don't know exactly how much they're going to be hitting me for, what my best, I mean, I have no defense right now. Oh yeah. I guess I should look, what's the, uh, do they have the same drop table? Because if it's just the same, then I would want to just stick to the low level ones. This is going to be very long though. I'm going to be locked in here for a while. Oh, I always knew it was going to be hard. I was just, as I said, um, better than Draenor. I do think it's probably going to be. Because I could not train my strength on rats because if my max hit was enough to one-shot the rats, then I would lose all the rats that are not fully in the chunk. Yeah. Feels good to be able to walk into this section of the map, though. This is a lot more. It's a lot more map. I'm almost in Varrock. I really do not. I do not want the combination of the anvil plus Alcrid mine. That would be. That would be ridiculous. That would be absurd. I don't even want to think about how painful and long that would be. Oop, someone's walking by. Also, my hmm. I could also we could also just check in the code base and see what it looks like. My best weapon is the dagger in the goblin hut, I believe. Oh yeah, I can't walk this way. What am I even doing? Yeah, yeah, my best weapon is it's a 4-tick weapon though. Where's that? I don't think no, that's not in my chunk. It's just to the north of it. No, just a dagger. It's steel, I think. Or no. No. All good. Yeah, I'm trying to think what my best in slots are gonna be. I feel it's just like the prayer and the mage. Like, oh yeah, I need to get my leather stuff. That's in the castle. Dagger over here. It's gonna be my new home. I'm gonna be that weird guy who's just killing wizards all day. Yeah, iron dagger, magic bonus as well. That's something. Got plus 13 magic. This amulet of magic is actually like relevant somewhat. The fact that I got this. Let me check. Do the South Barrack guards have a different drop table than other guards? That's a that's a good question. I'm going to have to check that and more. There's 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 I'm gonna check like so I usually I do these streams and then afterwards I go in back and check the nitty gritty to like see everything that's different. Um, but yeah, they're yep. Uh, just like a bit scratchy, but it's fine. Ooh, where is it? The crater? Is it the? What's up? Like 10? Yeah, 10. I guess so. Here's my best in the slot. Boots. Get me my gloves. I love a good chunk. What the stupid old boot? I love a good chunk with multiple tasks in it. It's nice to see. This is like this is the first combat thing where I can actually train strength, so it's I don't know, I feel like it's gonna feel good to actually have strength levels. Yeah, no, there's no quests to start. Um, guess there's more ranges. More ranges. Uh, wait, is that shortcut where when was that shortcut where you jump over the fence added? I have to hold on to this emerald because someone is trying to extract payment from me. They said I had training on the guards might not be bad. I forgot what. I should actually look up all their drops and what. Uh, duh. We're not thinking. I don't know. When you get trapped in one little spot of the map for a while, you start to forget that there are things outside of your little world. I'd assume they don't really got any magic defense. That'd be wild. How many steps do I even have? I have access to wheat now. Did I already have that field? Let's see. That would make sense because yes, easier 2 to 4, yeah. Let's see. Guard. Level 21. Is this the only guard I have access to? This level 21 one? Let's see. Oh, that's funny. Okay, so he has an iron dagger. So there's a best in slot. He gives me a new best in slot dagger, so I should kill him first. Uh, and then iron ore, so I have iron ore and copper, so technically I have smithing unlocked. If, so if I got an anvil, I would train I would train up by getting one in. I would probably do that. Yeah, no, and they do drop a little bit of runes, so you might make a little bit back. And it's funny that they drop nature runes, because if I got just guards, I would still have to do this grind, except for it would be on, like, goblins until I got an air staff. And then after I got an air staff, I would do, men while picking up a mind rune. But no, I'm content with this. If anything, there were three places that could be my home for the next long, long period of time, and this is the one where I would prefer of the three. Now it's just it next roll is still going to be scary though because if I got the mine and then if I got Varrock Square, it's just I don't even want to think about that. So I'll have to smith 1 bar. Um, I have I have chickens, not I have the chicken pen. I think. Yeah. Champs Guild? No, it's literally like the wall that starts that is like the tile or one or two tiles west. I still don't have access to a fishing rod. I feel like I could like just walk back to the guards when they respawn and then walk back to the dark wizards. They're just so close to each other. No? And I guess I'll be thieving too, so we've got all sorts of stuff to do. I'm even gonna smith a bar. I'm gonna what else is here? What even are the rewards of medium clues and how many steps do I have are my questions. New best in slot is also something I'll definitely take. Medium clue scroll rewards. It's like wizard boots on there. Oh, just ranger boots. Oh yeah, so runes, Addy. I could get an Addy dagger theoretically, or Addy longsword. Um, even a fire staff. All sorts of stuff. I'm gonna stop. I'm gonna call it here anyways. I think, yeah. Yep. I'm gonna think what I'm gonna do first. I feel like I might do thieving first. I'm probably gonna be like killing them, walking over to the guards, throwing runes, and I'm gonna be definitely cursing in between kills. Like if I have a curse, if I have runes for a curse, I'm gonna throw it at the next guy and start hitting him. Like I think it's gonna kind of like mix together a bit. So it's not like I'm gonna have no magic XP being gained for a long time and all of a sudden a huge jump. I don't think that's gonna be the case. Yeah, yeah, because yeah, the more magic level I have, the more defense I have, the less I have to deal with any sort of that stuff. So yeah, it would be good to have higher magic. Yeah, I'm counting this as a success. So thanks for stopping by, guys, and hanging out. And stream will end here. So if anyone watches this back,